Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Being Draco. So, unfortunately, until I get my vlogging camera, we have to do it on a silly ass phone. Anyway, so I got Draco with me today, and we haven't been paying enough attention to Draco, so she's getting a little skittish around us. So, Mama's going to make sure that she gets all the attention in the world, right, Draco? Hmm? Anyway, so I thought we'd do some shedding information. So, have you ever asked why your bearded dragon sheds? Like, what's the purpose, And they shed due to either growth or they can be shedding to replace damaged skin. Um, Bearded dragon shedding due to growth from 0 to 6 months old. Shedding is an almost weekly occurrence. This is simply down to the growth of your bearded dragon, so take that as a good sign. Our bearded dragon skin is made from a keratin-based protein, which is what grows in your nails, your hair. It's also not porous or elasticated like ours, so with growth comes shedding. Imagine trying to fit into a tight shirt or blouse. You just end up ripping it or popping the buttons when you sit down or move. That's much the same for beardies. The shedding progress varies depending on age. During those vital growing months, 0 to 6 months, which is where she's at, the shed will more often than not be an all-over shed, often only taking a day or so to complete. From 6 to 12 months, when most of the rapid growth is done, the shedding will be less frequent, probably every couple of weeks at 6 months, moving to around every couple of months at 12 months. After 12 months, your bearded dragon will shed even less frequently. At around 18 months, when growth in terms of bone and muscle is done, a beardie will only shed a couple of times a year. Think of this as more of a change of clothes than anything else. Bearded dragons can shed due to damaged skin. Their skin surface can get damaged, dirty, scraped, and battered due to their environment, so a shed of old skin is needed for a fresh protective layer. What are the signs of a bearded dragon shedding? Well, let me tell you. The skin will come very tight when a shed is due. You will also see a change of skin color. It will always be dull and eventually turn white pre-shed. This is totally normal, so don't worry. You should ensure you provide logs to substrate for your bearded dragon when he's shedding. What you need to do for a shedding dragon? Well, let me explain. Honestly, the best thing to do for a shedding bearded dragon is to leave them alone to get on with it naturally. They have evolved over millions of years to not need assistance in the way of baths, oils, or other nonsense I've witnessed. Having the correct setup and variety of surfaces within the setup will aid things no end. You should try and provide rocks, branches, slate, and substrate. These will be used to loosen and dislodge a shedding body area. And of course, quality UVB is essential as it is the correct heat and light gradient. Supplements, diet, and hydration also play a huge process. Whoa, she's on my camera. Play a huge part in this natural process. You can buy substrate by varying decorations, heating, and lighting equipment from any reptile store, just basically, or pet store. A bath will help to an extent, but only for skin that has already cracked and is flaking off. As our beauty skin is 100% waterproof, the skin needs to be broken in order for any water at all to affect the shedding areas. If the skin is unbroken or not even shedding yet, then all you will have with a dragon in the bath is a wet dragon, I'm afraid. Upping the vivarium tank humidity is another common practice. Again, this helps to an extent as it's also a hydration option. A hydrated bearded dragon will shed far more efficiently. This is also a very natural solution for them, as naturally and distinctly as in wild conditions. They will dig burrows. What's this? I actually think, yeah, she's starting to shed. Poor baby. Anyway, they will dig burrows. These burrows are often being 8 to 12 inches below the surface and do not pick your beard to shed. Do not do this. Imagine having an awful sunburn and you start picking it and then it goes into the skin and how bad that hurts. That's what you're doing to your beardy. A little extra humidity in the evening and morning will help. Tell me what does it look. This will also naturally bump up that humidity, which is spraying the sides of your tank. The extra humidity, it helps your dragon, and you can do this in the morning and in the evenings. Any benefit will be on already cracked and shedding skin, as any moisture can get between the fresh and shedding skin layers and help that way. One thing you must never do, though, is pull skin off or peel skin. The main issues with shedding would be stuck or retained shed and the undersupply of vital nutrition. Of course, issues can arise when shedding, although honestly, if all is provided with your husbandry, as already mentioned, these issues shouldn't happen. Again, this is something they have been doing for millions of years on their own without issue, but it still can happen. The main issues with shedding would be stuck or retained shed and undersupply of vital nutrition. Stuck shed on beards and dragons and substrate with the stuck shed. This tends to affect a few areas, mainly the top of the head, feet, tail, eyes, and the underside of your dragon's belly. Oh, she does not like to be turned up. No. And she is fast. So, woo! And again, it's lack of substrate and surfaces to aid the shed removal process naturally. Often these beardies will be those housed on paper, tiles, carpet, and if that's how you want to keep your beardy, it's entirely your choice, but there are many downsides to keeping this way. This potential issue just being one. Often any retained shed will get removed on the next shed, causing little to no issues to the bearded dragon, but it's well worth increasing hydration levels. Stuck shed and lack of vital nutrients, the undersupply of nutrients, is another primary cause of any shedding issues. The only other addition to my supplement is the newer Arcadia Earth Pro Magnesium. As mentioned above, both the vitamin B and magnesium are vital components to a healthy shed. This certainly keeps any supply at bay. These essential vitamins and minerals will aid the body from the inside to help the shed process naturally. Start using it when you first notice the dulling of color. Sorry. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Make sure the area is clean, fresh, and has no shed stuck on after the shed is complete. I want to give shout out to Pete, where this is where I got all my information from. He has so much information on bearded dragons and 20 years of experience with bearded dragons that it's crazy. I will give you more information on him later, as I can't really find it right now. But yeah. So anyway, guys, shedding between 0 to 6 months old, you can see these shedding almost weekly. This again is due to the rapid growth, so you expect this shed to only last a few days from start to finish. 6 to 12 months, most of the rapid growth is done, but still lots to be had. So shedding here will be maybe a couple of 3 times a month. You may find now the shedding is more. Alright guys, so I hope this helps you. I'm sorry that it was just basically reading, because honestly I'm just going through some personal things and I'm trying to still make my post on Draco's YouTube. I'm also looking for small-time vendors that would like to collaborate with me. If you're interested, get a hold of me on Instagram at being_Draco. Also, you guys make sure you follow me, subscribe to our channel, and like this video. I love you guys so much. Remember, always move forward, never backward. Draco says goodbye.